Welcome back, students. Hope you all are fine and happy right now. And in our last part number 4, we have studied that Frederick Griffith has come to know that there is a genetic material that transfer the characteristics from parent to offspring. Obviously, there is a controversy. What is the actual genetic material? Either it is a DNA or RNA, or it is a protein, and that was solved by an experiment by two scientists, that is Hershey and Chase. And Hershey and Chase did their experiment in 1952, and by this experiment they proved that obviously the DNA is the genetic material, not the protein, and therefore they choose the bacteriophage. Bacteriophage has two different body parts. In this case, the bacteriophage, you can see the head of the bacteriophage contain a long DNA. Yeah, this is the DNA, and the body is made up of protein. So in this bacteriophage, you can see there are two main parts. One is the DNA and another is the protein. DNA present inside the head of the bacteriophage. So for this experiment, Hershey and Chase together choose the bacteriophage for his experiment, their experiment. First of all, I would like to show you a video which can easily make you understand what the experiment and how did they try to explain it. Let us see it.
A bacteriophage is a virus that infects a bacterium. With the help of bacteriophages, Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase in 1952 performed an experiment to demonstrate that DNA was the genetic material. Hershey and Chase grew...
First of all, what is the bacteriophage? Bacteriophage are the viruses, not a bacteria. Remember this, okay? And this experiment was done by Hershey and Chase. Next,
some viruses in a medium that contained radioactive phosphorus.
See.
Performed an experiment to demonstrate that DNA was the genetic material. Hershey and Chase grew some viruses in a medium that contained radioactive phosphorus.
Both of them kept some viruses in radioactive phosphorus, which convert the DNA of the viruses into radioactive DNA. Just see.
Viruses grown on this medium contained radioactive DNA. Similarly, they grew some viruses in medium containing radioactive sulfur.
Yes. Another tube.
Viruses grown on this
tube.
medium contained radioactive protein.
Another test tube that they have chosen is contain the radioactive sulfur, and this radioactive sulfur make the proteinous body, means the body of the virus, which is made up of protein, get radioactivated, means radioactive protein.
These two radioactive viruses were allowed to infect bacteria separately.
Both of them are allowed for the infection on the bacteria.
After infection, the viral coats were removed from the bacteria by agitation. And the viral particles were separated from the bacteria by using a centrifuge.
After some generation, the bacteria has been taken out and broken down by the centrifuge machine, and all the material that is present inside the bacteria is tested. So the bacteria which contain the radioactive phosphorus, so the DNA, radioactive phosphorus means the radioactive DNA. So the DNA, radioactive DNA over here, means the bacteria, again listen it carefully, the bacteria which is infected by radioactive DNA, so the presence of radioactive DNA in their body, radioactive DNA, while the bacteria which is infected by sulfur, means proteinous body of the bacteriophage, the DNA is not affected over there. So this DNA, only the proteinous body is affected, not the DNA. So the DNA will enter into the DNA of the bacteriophage. When enter into this bacteria, it cannot able to change it. Understood? That's why the DNA is normal DNA over here. The DNA of this bacteria is normal because only the proteinous body has been affected of the bacteriophage, not the DNA. So the DNA has not changed over here due to radioactive sulfur. So the DNA of the bacteria has not been changed. Therefore, the DNA present in this bacteria is the normal DNA, whereas the DNA which has been affected by radioactive phosphorus enter into this bacteria, and this radioactive DNA convert all the DNA of this bacteria into radioactive DNA. Understood? Let's see.
Bacteria were tested for traces of radioactivity. The bacteria infected with the virus having radioactive phosphorus contained radioactive DNA. This indicates that DNA was passed to the bacteria from that virus. The bacteria infected by the virus having radioactive sulfur consisted of normal sulfur. This indicates that the proteins were not passed from the viruses to the bacteria. With this, they concluded that DNA was the genetic material that was passed from virus to bacteria.
I think you understood these things. Now, let us study the topic. So, Hershey and Chase in 1952 started their work with the virus, and they have chosen two different viruses, and some viruses are kept in the radioactive phosphorus, and this radioactive phosphorus convert the DNA into radioactive DNA, while some, this is the phosphorus, you can see, and some are chosen to kept in the sulfur, radioactive sulfur. So the radioactive sulfur convert the body into radioactive body, not the DNA. Means here DNA has not been changed, but here the DNA has been converted into radioactive DNA, and both of them are allowed to grow on the bacteria. And after several generations, the bacteria has been broken down by centrifuge, and the part of the bacteria that has been bring out after the centrifugation has been tested, and it has been found that the radioactive sulfur containing bacteriophage do not show any kind of transfer of genetic material, because the body only affected by the sulfur, not the DNA. So DNA, obviously DNA carried the character, not the body. So when the body present on the surface of the DNA, it fallen down, and after that DNA remain unchanged, and it does not show any kind of mutation, or you can say does not show any kind of changes, whereas the virus which contain the radioactive DNA show the radioactive DNA in the bacteria. I think you have understood this part, that the DNA has transferred the characteristics from parents to offspring. Here DNA is not changed at all, that's why it cannot able to transfer the character of radioactivity, although here the DNA has been changed due to radioactive substances. That's why they transfer the character to the bacteria, and after all in the next generation also. So I hope you understand this experiment. Now let us study about in detail that infect bacteria, that is bacteriophage, which are composed of DNA and protein. So I already told you that the bacteriophage is made up of two things, that is DNA and protein. They use radioactive phosphorus 32P. It's a phosphorus 32 in the medium. Some viruses are kept in the sulfur 35 sulfur. Some viruses are kept in phosphorus 32 and some viruses are kept in sulfur solution, radioactive sulfur solution 35. They grow some viruses on the medium that contain radioactive phosphorus and other on the radioactive sulfur. Hope you understand. Next, viruses grown in the presence of radioactive phosphorus contain radioactive DNA. Obviously, phosphorus present inside the phosphodiester bond, and this phosphodiester bond of the DNA get activated and the DNA become radioactive, whereas the sulfur is not present at all, and that's why sulfur cannot able to change the structure of the DNA. It can only affect the protein body of the bacteriophage. Similarly, the virus grown in the radioactive sulfur contain radioactive protein but not radioactive DNA. Remember this, not radioactive DNA, because DNA does not contain sulfur. DNA does not contain sulfur. That's why DNA has not been changed over here. But our DNA contain the phosphorus. That's why the phosphorus enter into the DNA and convert the DNA into radioactive DNA. Next, the radioactive phages were allowed to infect E. coli bacteria grown in the medium. Both of them are allowed to grow in the normal phosphorus and sulfur. Some bacteria has been kept in the test tube, and in that bacteria they are allowed to grow, and the medium were very simple, phosphorus and sulfur. Let's see what happened. Then an infection proceed and the viral coat were removed. Viral coat has been removed because it is a proteinous coat and it will not enter in the body. Only DNA enter inside the body. So virus coat has been removed. Bacteria when infected by the virus and the bacteria with radioactive DNA were radioactive, indicating that the DNA was the material that passed. So the bacteria which is infected by radioactive DNA. So radioactive DNA, because the viral DNA infect the bacterial DNA and convert the bacterial DNA into viral DNA. Means the radioactive DNA of the virus convert the bacterial DNA into radioactive DNA. So here it shows that the characteristics move from an infected virus to an infected virus to the bacteria, and the what is the main medium which transfer the character? The medium where radioactive DNA. So the radioactive DNA is the genetic material which transfer the character from you can say bacteriophage, that is virus to bacteria. The bacteria which is infected by radioactive sulfur do not show any kind of changes in the bacteria, because only the body has been affected by the sulfur, not the DNA. So the DNA is the normal of that virus enter into the bacteria, and it cannot able to convert the virus DNA of that bacteria. That's why the bacteria which is infected by radioactive sulfur virus do not show any kind of changes. So the DNA is therefore the genetic material which pass from virus to bacteria. So it has been proved by Hershey and Chase. Next, in other word, sometimes infection of the radioactive sulfur and bacteria has been tested, and it has been found that both of the bacteria has been drawn from the test tube, and by the centrifuge machine they has been broken down, and both the DNA has been tested, and it is found that the DNA that is present inside the radioactive phosphorus is obviously radioactive phosphorus DNA, while the DNA of the sulfur bacteriophage do not show any kind of changes. It means it was normal. Hope you understand these things. Now, what is the property of genetic material? So, genetic material means DNA. Here, Hershey and Chase proved that DNA is the genetic material, and on the basis of that, they come forward with certain characteristics. So what is the characteristics of the genetic material? Genetic material should be generate its own replica, means in its own copy. Genetic material should make its own copy. It should chemically and structurally stable. It should not change by any kind of chemical and all. So it should be stable, and it should provide the scope of slow changes. Yeah, there should be a minor changes that should help in the mutation, and therefore it help in the evolution also. It should able to express itself in form of Mendelian character. On the experiment that is done by the Mendelian should be proved. And DNA is a chemically less reactive but structurally more stable than RNA. Remember this, RNA is not stable as compared to DNA. So RNA is used as a genetic material as well as catalyst, and more reactive and so less stable. Therefore DNA is evolved from RNA. Yeah, it is concluded that the DNA is evolved from RNA. So it is the end of this lesson. Hope you understood it. If you have any kind of problem, you can ask. Thank you. Bye bye.